Hi guys, so it's Dannii again, hello. This is the first video out of the series How to Curb Performance Anxiety with me, Dannii. This first video is going to be on breathing, warm-ups and exercises. So I know this is going to seem a little bit amateur, but it's really worthwhile doing. A lot of the time when you get nervous before a gig, you forget everything you've taught yourself and everything you know. So if you practice these every single day, it will just become like an inbuilt habit. So before you go on stage, ready to calm yourself so that you can also trust in your ability and your technique. Just recommend doing these 5-10 minutes a day. There's only 3 little warm-ups. And they'll just really calm you as well, and they'll get your breathing back to being normal and everything like that. So this is going to be my first exercise for you, and it's very simply just creating an S sound. So we're going to make sure we're really engaging our tummies, so all the core muscles around your diaphragm, shoulders back, don't want any, sticky out your necks, push that chin in. It might mean some double chins, but hey ho. Chin back and stand tall as if you've got a piece of string pulling you upward, so that you stand better, it looks better, and it's better for your technique as well. So in this, literally, what happens when we sing is we use all our core muscles, and we want to get as much space and air into the lungs as possible. So this involves using our diaphragm, and our diaphragm is an involuntary muscle which we use every single day. Every time we breathe, every breath we take, without even realising it. And basically, essentially what it does is it's in here, and it pushes down, so it moves downward when you breathe in. So when your tummy goes out, when you breathe in, if you breathe in correctly, your tummy should go out, and your diaphragm will move down, and it almost acts as like a push-pull mechanism, so it pulls air down into the lungs as far as it can possibly go, because it's created more space. So there is more space for air to be able to be pulled into the lungs. And when you breathe out and your tummy goes back to normal, your diaphragm will move back up, and it will sit back where it should, and the air will be pushed back out again. So with this in mind, I always get 3 fingers, place it in here, just between my ribs, and then also you might want to put a hand on your lower back, just sort of like around your waist area, like on your hips sort of thing. And when you create this S sound, you should really be able to feel the muscles working, supporting your breath and your breathing control and everything like that. So you want to make sure it is an S sound and not a sh, because we don't want to be letting too much air out. So with the S sound, it needs to be soft and consistent, really even, just to make sure that we can really rely on our breathing and that it's supporting. It's not kind of frantic like, it's not temperamental. It needs to just be completely supportive and stable. So, 3 fingers, my hand on my back as well. Shoulders are back, chin's not out. And I'm going to just breathe in as much as I can. So just like that. I could go on, but that would be an incredibly boring video. So just do that for as long as possible, and that is literally your first exercise. And if you just do this every single day, just 5 minutes, just before you go in to brush your teeth or something, just make it part of your daily routine, your breath control will get so much better, and it will be really noticeable, and it means you'll be able to support for those big notes. You'll be able to calm yourself down, because you'll feel more prepared for a gig if you know, okay, I can rely on my breathing, I've worked for this, I know what I'm doing. If you know your body and you know your capability and you work for it, when you get up to perform, you'll know. It will be ingrained subconsciously that you are ready for this gig. So this is exercise 2. This one involves the vowels A, E, I, O, U. You're going to pick a note that's comfortable, and you're going to make sure that in the technique that we have learned in the last video, so with the diaphragm out and, you know, making sure your tummy's being pushed out, your posture's good, string from the top of your head. Using all these techniques, we're going to use the vowels and a note that's comfortable, and we are going to say each letter, vowel, for 4 seconds, so, making sure that they're really, really constant, consistent, and even. So this is going to be working our diaphragms again, and it's going to be working all our core muscles and making sure everything is properly engaged. So most important is to take a big deep breath. So that's literally it. That again, because that seems so short, is deep breath in. I'm trying to kick all rubbish out of the way. Tummy out. You can't. There it is. Pot belly. So pushing the belly out, keeping your shoulders down, head in, up is. So yeah, that's the end of the second exercise. Hope you found that useful. Okay, so exercise 3. So this is going to be very similar to exercise 1, in the respect that we're going to be using the S sound again. You can use a V or an F if you'd rather, as long as it's not a sh at the moment, just because that still will release too much air. You can do other exercises that use the sh sound, just not in this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to use everything that we learned from exercise 1 about shoulders back, chin not sticking out, chin back, up, everything ready open. When you breathe in, your diaphragm goes down, so your tummy wants to come out. You don't want to raise these. So everything we have learned from exercise 1 will be applicable to this video as well. So we'll just make sure we've got the foundations set and ready. So what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in for 10, hold for 10, and s for 10. That's literally it. And the better you get at this and the more you practice this, the longer you'll be able to breathe in for, hold for, let out for, and everything like that. Singers who are advanced, some people literally do this for like a minute. I am not there yet. I cannot breathe out for a minute. I'm like, oh, after like 30 seconds. But like I said before, I'm no vocal coach. I'm just giving you tips that work for me and exercises that I know work. So yeah, we're gonna start all this. Everything's done and ready. I'm gonna breathe in for 10. This is gonna be my version of 10, by the way. I don't have an ingrained clock, unfortunately. So. Pretty easy, right? So next time, well this time we're going to try and let out for 15, so just up it by 5. Let's not go crazy and be like, yeah, I'm going to let it out for 30 now. Just try another 5 seconds. wasn't particularly even because I literally have. I'm so hungry, my stomach's like gurgling and it's coming all the way up and I'm like, no, don't. So yeah, so now we'll try letting out for 20. So that is the end of my first video on breathing exercises or warm-ups. Hopefully you found it beneficial. If you really keep working on these every day, it's something that you will definitely see the benefits of. Yeah, I'll put all the sort of the exercises that we did and how to do them in the bit below. Either that or it will be a link, I haven't quite decided yet. Hope you find these useful and yeah, keep singing.